taking on another Big 12 foe, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Flames will boot it away to start the game. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Houston Cougars offense comes onto the field first today. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches in some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Flames offense has its first opportunity of the day, and the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches, and because this is one of the best.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Finds a crease at the 20. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Might be calling a hot route. The throw to the outside is complete. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Flames looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
It's complete to the right, and the defense wrestles him to the ground. Both have the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Gets the back moving. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Working that left side. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Flames. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. The run from the shotgun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They're going to run it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cougar! Fit it in the window for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's involved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. All right, guys, let's talk a little about about Liberty. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too. Season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Flames are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw again. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wants to fire on second down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete on third down. Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch at the 45. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Flames will hustle to the line. Makes the grab. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Big guy smells it. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. USF is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 24 over West Virginia. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going right to work up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He takes it at the 45. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? The Flames are in the red zone. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw it.
All right, defense. It ain't working.
And down he goes back at the 3. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Flames!
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the 1st half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the 2nd half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Just about set to start the 2nd half. Houston will kick it away. And he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And the Flames are flying down the field. Oh, they're after him. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got a man. It's Randolph. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Flames had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to throw again. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Houston will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's a return from midfield. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that hit.
Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Woof, That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. Touchdown, Flames! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you got to get penetration right away on these punt blocks. They get penetration, get in the backfield, get right in the punter's lap, get their hands on it, and then guess what? Now it's a live football. They scoop it up. They take it all the way back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. USF is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff.
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll keep it himself. Fighting off the defender. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Houston will be forced to punt. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the left. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So 1st down will open up the final period. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. Turning it on. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They just keep firing. Looking to get it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Liberty. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the Flames will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Flames! And they take it in for 6 more points. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Houston offense once again. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Makes the catch right at the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Quick completion on the out. Oh, what a move. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Flames will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to change this route. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly complete. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Here we go. On the ready. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Flames!
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Might be changing the route. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCF has just had no answer to the beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 31 to LSU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Flames come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. Houston will be forced to punt. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Flames will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Randolph. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for this receiver, hello, Viral.
Hello, Viral, and on every platform, everywhere, you're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3, just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.